and welcome to DIY for TV, brought to you by NewYorkDesignShop.com. Today we are going to be making Alexander McQueen inspired shoes. For this project you will need one pair of pumps, a scissor, your handy dandy glue gun, and feather fringe available at NewYorkDesignShop.com. You'll need two 7 to 8 inch pieces. You will also be needing about 1.5 feet of chain for this project. We use the chunky silver chain from NewYorkDesignShop.com. The first step is we pre-cut our feathers, but when you receive them in the mail they come by the yard. So what you're going to do is just measure around your shoe. We chose this length because it just covers the heel. And that's what we want to be doing. We want to cover the heel and have not too many feathers hitting the ground, because those will probably end up falling off, but that's okay. So it's going to look somewhat like this. So now that I have my feather fringe cut and ready to go, I'm going to just make a mark on the shoe. I use a Sharpie paint marker on these kinds of things, but you could use chalk or a pencil, probably will work. I just make a little mark just like that to show me where to start. It's now time to glue down the feather fringe, so I'm going to take my glue gun and put a generous amount of glue all along the top of one side of the shoe. Then I'm going to bring in my feather fringe and put the apron, which is the cotton part, right along the top, right on the line of glue, and I'm going to push with some generous pressure, and we'll just hold there for a few seconds. Now that that part seems pretty secure, hot glue dries really fast. We're going to flip over while still holding the other side to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And we are going to do the same thing. Some hot glue all along the side, up to my dot. Good thing I made that. And then we're going to just stretch it along and glue it down. Apply pressure and hold. I'm just going to hold it in this position for about a minute. Now that the feather fringe is securely on the shoe, we are going to apply the chain by simply putting a nice big dab of glue right at the end of where the feather fringe begins. And then I'm just going to place the chain, the first link, right down, right where the feather apron ends. I'm going to hold this for a full minute. I want to make sure that this is really on there good. Just be careful of your hands, please. And after you have that on, I'm going to have you put a little bit more glue on top of it just to make sure that it stays really secured in there. The feathers and everything. Here we go. Now that we have this side secure, we really gave it a good amount of time to sort of rest there. And now I've made sure that my chain links are all straight and just sort of let them lay as they want to on the feathers, because we don't want to pull on them. So now I found the link that's going to be right behind the heel, so I'm going to glue that one. Using generous again, we're just going to stick a whole bunch of glue and let it ride. Glue dries clear, and if there's little clumps like you see here, your ankle's going to cover that, so don't even worry about it. Which is the price we pay for fashion. And now last but not least, we'll go ahead and give ours lots of glue. We'll have to wipe that up. And get it right on there. The best about hot glue is that it turns into strings when it ends up in places that you don't want it. So now we're just going to let that be, and as we did before, we're going to load it up on top as well. And now we'll just wait. So we repeated the steps on the second shoe, and as you can see, we now have our Alexander McQueen inspired crazy feather and chain shoes. Now these are totally all out. Now they're not for everyone, but if you're looking for something a little wacky, then they're perfect for you. And also, this is a real designer look for less. If you take a look at McQueen's last collection, it was just filled with bird and feather inspiration, and not quite this color type, but still, it's just very artistic, and that's one of the things that I love most about fashion, is that you can kind of go all out there and get a little crazy with it, and that's what we did with these shoes. So we hope that you enjoy, and we hope that you try to make them. And the feathers also come in white, blue, and green, So if you don't have black shoes, but you have one of those colors, then we urge you to give it a try. Thanks so much for joining us on DIY for TV. Today we made Alexander McQueen inspired shoes. This is our tribute to him, and we hope that you enjoy, and we'll see you next time.